everyone, Amy here from Plastic Cover Schools. Today we're going to talk about something that we all love, celebrations. Whether you celebrate Christmas, Diwali, Hanukkah, Eid or Chinese New Year, we all love to get together and celebrate something important to us. But have you ever noticed how much stuff can be used and wasted when it's over? Today we're going to look at how we can keep our celebrations fun, but also sustainable. To start, have a look at this screen. These are things that we see all the time during celebrations. Wrapping paper, decorations like balloons, baubles and glitter, food packaging. I have two questions for you to think about first. Which of these items on screen are made from plastic? And what do you think happens to them when you're done with them? Pause the video now and discuss. What do you guys think? The answer is that all of these items actually contain plastic, whether obviously or not. Even things like wrapping paper, which we think of as just paper, is often coated in plasticky foil or glitter. This makes it really hard to recycle. A good way to tell whether your wrapping paper actually contains plastic is through something called the scrunch test. This is where you scrunch it up in your hands, and if it stays in a ball, it can go in the recycling bin, but if it bounces back and expands, then it'll need to go in the general rubbish bin. But it's not just these items that we use and throw away during festivities or celebrations. In fact, every year in the UK, we produce 30% more waste during the festive season than at any other time of year. We use enough wrapping paper to stretch to the moon. That's around 227,000 miles of paper. And as we've already spoken about, lots of it can't actually be recycled. We also throw away loads of plastic, around 114,000 tons of it. To put that in perspective, that weighs the same as 3.3 million emperor penguins. And it's not just packaging. We also waste a huge amount of food, including 5 million Christmas puddings and 74 million mince pies. That's a crazy amount of waste. And sadly, because so much of this is mixed material, which means it's not just one type of plastic, for example, such as shiny foil paper or plastic bows, it means it can't be recycled. And that means that most of this waste ends up in landfills or even in our environment and our oceans. We might use these items for just one day or two, but they can stay on our planet for hundreds of years. But it doesn't have to be this way. We can have amazing, fun celebrations without creating mountains of rubbish after them. Let's have a think. What is it that makes festivals and celebrations produce so much waste? And are there ways that we could reduce or reuse the items that we need for them? And instead of the plastic decorations we're so used to seeing, what could we use instead? There are a few photos on screen here to help with your thinking. Pause the video now and list as many eco-friendly ideas as you can. Right, time to put those ideas into action. It's time to get creative and show off your craft skills. Now, your teacher should have selected a Plastic Clever Christmas craft workshop for you to try, either doing something nature-inspired, like using natural things like twigs, cinnamon sticks or pine cones to make beautiful tree ornaments, or you could try recycled creations, turning scrap paper or old magazines or cardboard into stars, wreaths or 3D baubles. Or you could look at wrapping and cards. Try designing your own wrapping paper using stamps on brown paper, or making a card from recycled materials. But remember, when you've finished your craft, make sure that you create a small eco tag for them. On that tag, write down what materials you used and why what you created is better for the environment. Teachers, make sure that you also upload photos of your amazing crafts as part of the above and beyond evidence on the Plastic Cover Schools website so that we can see your beautiful creations. Have fun making your decorations, and congratulations on showing that having fun this Christmas and being plastic clever go hand in hand. Bye everyone!